Now, on the internet, when you say that you feel sad for someone, it's usually said in mockery. But in this particular case, I genuinely feel sad for these people, and I really wish I could help them. I wish I could help them by showing them some white pill videos, by trying to make them feel happy again, because seeing this is utterly depressing. So you have this post by the US Fish and Wildlife on Twitter, which is saying, if you're dead inside, so if you're suffering from depression, go outside. Whether you're taking a walk in the park or hiking in the wilderness, spending time in nature can improve mental health and cognition. Where is your favorite place to spend time outside? So this is a very wholesome message, which is also true for multiple reasons. Not only do you get to exercise, not only do you get to relax your eyes, because they're not being strained as you're looking at a computer screen or a smartphone, but it's also something that's not talked a lot these days, is the fact that we do not get the same exposure of sunlight like the generation that came before us. Because we sit in home all day, and then we get in a car, and then we drive to the office. And then we go back into the car and back home. So we don't get a lot of sun exposure, which is necessary for our bodies to synthesize vitamin D. And vitamin D is directly tied to testosterone. And if you look at what happens when a man has low testosterone levels, some of the effects include depression, low drive, low desire to do stuff, not just sexual, but any stuff. So it's this whole thing of low energy. But if you were to go outside, you would notice a substantial improvement, not just in the energy, but your mood as well. Happened to me a couple of years ago. I was very depressed. I was very upset. I went to a doctor. They told me, hey, get some blood works done. They noticed that I had a massive vitamin D deficiency. I started walking out every day. I started getting a little bit more exposed to sunlight. I noticed a change in my life. You can go to your doctor and find out about this. This is not a medical secret, right? So, again, like this news has some basis in science. Like going outside is definitely better. Now, no one would disagree with this. Except for the people on Twitter. And I do stress, do not contact them. Like, I don't have any grievance with these people. I'm legitimately sad that you can't look at a wholesome message and you have to be controversial. Like, you have to be angry. You have to push some ideology. You can't just read something anymore that's neutral. Like, who would disagree with this? Like, yeah, going outside is good. What type of individual would disagree? And the response is a Twitter user. So we see this person right here. Is that a place where trans people can go and not be violently harassed and assaulted by other people out enjoying nature? Like, is that a forest or a park where they have human rights asking for a friend? So I'm very concerned. You know, like, I legitimately wish I could help this person feel more secure. Like, I wish I could take this person to a gym, help them exercise so that they do not feel afraid anymore. Because I don't know what else to do. Like, in the United States, every single corporation is displaying the pride flag. You have it on television. You have people in the government supporting trans rights. You have people in the military supporting it. You have social media banning everyone that even says something negative. What more do you want? Like, at this point, what exactly would you need to feel safe? Like, what more can possibly be done? Well, tell me so I can push for it. I'm legitimately curious. Like, what exactly? Do you want some new legislation? How can you feel safe if all of this is not? Because how would the people in other nations that do not get all these protection feel? Like, how do people, the LGBT community, feels in Russia? How do they feel in the Middle East? How do they feel in China? How do they feel in North Korea? Like, you're in the United States and you're feeling like this. So if you're feeling like this in the United States, how did people have felt back in time? Like, now, of course, you know, in the United States, it is true that crime has risen overall compared to what it used to be last year's. And when everyone is affected, minorities being part of everyone, they're affected as well. Yes, I understand the statistics, but still. So, you get a lot of posters like this. But then you also get posters saying, I find often the opposite is true. Spending time in nature, if you're even a little aware of the climate and biodiversity crisis, means you're constantly faced with the actual consequences of collapsing Earth systems. So this is an individual which cannot go outside because the universe is collapsing. I mean, Greta Thunberg told him so. So instead of going outside, let me guess. I'm not a mind reader, okay? I'm not a progressive individual. I can't mind read what's happening in other people's lives. But I can make a wager. I can put $20. I know they're not worth as what they used to be, but I can put $20 and guarantee to you that this person has air conditioning in their home. And that this person is using an electronic device which costs carbon to produce and is probably connected to the electrical grid that's not sustained by green energy. Because overwhelmingly, statistically speaking, the electrical grid is not made out of clean energy. Yet. So, this person would rather stay in home, using air conditioning, using his smartphone or his computer in order to tweet about this, about how concerned he is about the environment, while creating a carbon footprint. And this is a Twitter user. Like, ideology has done this to a person where they can't go outside and enjoy nature. Because, like if this person wouldn't have Twitter, if this person didn't have a television, they would be able to go outside and enjoy nature. But not only that, they would be able to watch a tweet made by someone else suggesting that they go outside and enjoy nature without finding something problematic. Like without thinking that, oh my God, oh, the world is ending. Can you imagine living like that? Like you're like, oh, the world is ending. Oh my God, the world is ending. I wish I could help this person so that they're not thinking like this. What could I do? What could I tell them? How could I convince them? It's like, look, life is short. Can you enjoy living it? Let's enjoy something. Let's play a video game. Let's play League of Legends. I'll be Akali. You be support. I don't know, like something like that. I wish I could genuinely reach out to these people and help them. And then you have other people going, it's like, oh, well, it's a desert outside. Well, this person is in Mongolia. But there were other people like showing, okay, of course, there's people that are showing beautiful places and they're saying like this is their favorite spot. But there were people like posting, look, right? Like people posting images of the desert and saying, oh, they can't go outside. They can't go outside because it's a desert. I mean, okay, look, I don't know how people in the Middle East handle going outside because I'm pretty sure it's not a wasteland in Saudi Arabia and Qatar where the temperatures are much higher and people still go outside. But did you know? I mean, this is shocking. You know, at least I can help these people. I have a way. I give them information. I educate them. Did you know that the temperature is not the same throughout the day? Like, usually towards the night, things become a little bit cooler. You can go out during the night. You can go out during the morning. You can go out after a rain. Naruhodo? Like, you can actually do these things. So, honestly, no, like, I have seen a lot on Twitter, but this legitimately bewildered me. Because I know, like, on Twitter, it's probably the worst place on earth when it comes to having human discourse. Because every time you find, like, someone controversial. But to this post, like, just someone saying, hey, go outside and enjoy nature. And there's people going, like, hey. I don't know. I mean, it's sad. Genuinely sad. I don't know what else to say. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.